Living in Arroyo Grande versus San Luis Obispo. We're going to talk about it. Let's go. Hi guys, this is Verenice White with Goodell Real Estate Group here in San Luis Obispo County, and all of its surrounding areas. We're happy to have you here, and we can't wait to tell you everything there is to know to live, work, eat, sleep, and play here in SLO County. John Goodell and I are both local brokers here. We grew up here, raised our kids here, and we absolutely love it. Cannot wait to tell you as much as we can about it. So friends, we have people calling about the area, trying to relocate here. So we're going to give you some information, and if there's anything you need to reach out to us and let us know how we can help, because we've got your back when you're moving here to the Central Coast, California. All right, so here we go. What are the 5 things that you need to kind of evaluate as you're searching the area between here in Arroyo Grande versus San Luis Obispo? So again, John and I have lived here for a really long time. I grew up here, I raised my kids here, and I'm still here. So I love it, he loves it. However, it's not for everybody, so we want to give you as much information as we can. Okay, so number 1 is real estate. So you need to compare. In San Luis Obispo, the median price point is $890,000. So that's where San Luis is at, versus Arroyo Grande is at $776,000. The other thing to just take note of is that a home in San Luis is going to be smaller in size compared to Arroyo Grande. You're going to get more bang for your buck in Arroyo Grande. It's just the way it is, and you need to make note of that. So in San Luis, there are acreage properties just like there is in Arroyo Grande. Again, that price point is always going to be the difference there. So we've got some slides coming up right now, so you can evaluate days on market for both in comparison. And then also we're going to compare how much has been selling per month. There you can see the difference between San Luis and Arroyo Grande. This is all stats from our California Association of Realtors, honed in from this past month. They have to compile the information for the month, and then we get it here close to the next month, so we can pass that on to you. So price point, as you can see, is a big difference. So, make note of that as you're evaluating San Luis Obispo and Arroyo Grande. Okay, so number 2 is something that they both have in common, and that's that both towns are walkable. So you can walk to downtown and, take advantage of the coffee shops, shopping, retail, all the good stuff. There's all farmers markets, things that our areas offer. So Cal Poly is a little bit more congested. There's more there in a square perimeter area, if you will, but it is more congested, and there's a lot of college students that you're going to come across in the particular, San Luis Obispo downtown. Now in Arroyo Grande, it's a little bit more of a smaller community there. So the historical village of Arroyo Grande is where you can typically go and walk around. That's where all the yearly festivities are that we have through town. Our famous farmers market, our strawberry festival that comes through the year. Then we have parades that happen on the yearly basis. Everything's on the chamber website, and I'll be talking about that a little bit more. But just in comparison, Arroyo Grande is just a little bit more smaller to be able to enjoy it a little bit, and it's a little bit slower paced than San Luis Obispo itself. But they're both beautiful areas. Arroyo Grande, again, is just a little bit more on a smaller scale than you would see in San Luis Obispo. Okay, just on a cute little local note here is that when you go to the village of Arroyo Grande, and particularly near Rooster Creek, there's a bridge there that's the only swinging bridge in California that you need to go see as well. There are roosters. There are roosters that literally walk around. They can stop traffic. They are just a a special thing that Arroyo Grande has. And in SLO, well, you have college students. So you can have roosters or college students, your pick. Okay, friends, so if you're liking the information that we are providing you, please be sure and leave us a comment. Let us know what you want to know about here in the area, and hit that like button and subscribe, because we're going to be, we're doing a big effort to give you more videos on a weekly basis, if not more, as the year progresses. So be sure and give us some love, and we'll keep shooting these videos for you. So number 3, in comparison to Arroyo Grande and San Luis Obispo, is that Arroyo Grande's proximity to the beach is much closer. So what's nice about Arroyo Grande is your East Arroyo Grande area is that you're gonna have a little bit more sunnier days throughout the year because you're not so close. It seems like that's where the breaking point is to the coastal influence. So you're literally about anywhere, depending on what finger roads you're on in Arroyo Grande, is you are minutes, like 5 minutes from the beach. Versus San Luis Obispo, you're gonna be about 20 minutes, 15 minutes, just depending on how fast you drive, what time of the day you're going there, and what is happening in the area. Because when we have all of the tourists and tourism and Central Valley people, or LA northern area, just when we have events in the area, the traffic gets a little tough, so obviously you're going to be backed up. But as you become a local or you're exploring the area, is if you're staying in Arroyo Grande, you're going to be just a real fast jump over to the beach. So that's just something to kind of evaluate if you want to be close to the beach but still have some acreage, or be in the village of Arroyo Grande or the surrounding little areas. You're going to be a lot closer to the Pacific Ocean. Okay, so number 4, to compare San Luis Obispo and Arroyo Grande to San Luis Obispo, is the shopping. So they both have boutique things available, boutique stores, things of that nature. The differences are, in San Luis you have shopping that is on a higher scale, but they're sporadically all over the town. Now in Arroyo Grande, if you were to reside in Arroyo Grande or visit Arroyo Grande, we have the outlets, the prime outlets that is in Pismo Beach. And again, down here in South County, where it's these areas where Arroyo Grande is located, is you're minutes away from a big shopping area that's in one spot. So you have that advantage being here in Arroyo Grande. That kind of shopping capability is going to be a little bit more accessible to you in one solid area. So just another thing to note, something that is a difference between San Luis Obispo and Arroyo Grande. Okay, so number 5. This is just something that locals know. It's just kind of the way it is that there is a different vibe from San Luis Obispo to Arroyo Grande. What is that? Again, I was mentioning earlier, Arroyo Grande, we're just a little bit slower, local vibe. There's a lot of ag here, a lot of agriculture as well. So we're just a slower paced environment, and even the way our traffic moves, all that stuff is a little bit slower than San Luis Obispo. Now San Luis Obispo is a little bit bigger, and it has more congestion over there because obviously there's more of a higher workforce available there, and that is a traffic way up to other jobs in North County. So it's just the vibe in general with the people. We're all very nice in both locations. Again, it's just something to, as you kind of explore the area, take note of that a little bit. And you know, Arroyo Grande is kind of my neck of the woods too. This is where I grew up in. It's called the 5 Cities area. So I just want you to take note of that the vibe is just a little bit different between San Luis and Arroyo Grande. Okay, friends, so the only way we can help you find that sweet spot here in SLO is you've got to reach out. You got to send us a text, email, give us a call, whatever you need to do, day, evening, weekends, it does not matter, because we have your back when you're moving here to the Central Coast, California. Until the next video, we'll catch you later.